We're going to be solving equations that have exponents, and sometimes the variable will be in the exponent and sometimes the variable will be a base. So let's look at the first problem. This is 3 to the x equals 5, and this time the variable is in the exponent. But I want you to identify 3 parts of each problem. First, which one's the base? Well, the base is 3. The number or answer is 5. And the base 3 is being raised to the exponent of x. So you want to look at all 3 parts. Now when a variable is in the exponent and you have to solve for that variable, then you're going to have to use logarithms. So you always write the log of the base here is 3, the log base 3 of the number, and our answer is 5, equals the exponent, and our exponent is x. Now, because we want to use our calculator and we don't have a key of log base 3, we're going to change the base to log base 10. So then we write a division problem, the log of the answer, or log of 5, divided by the log of the base, or log of 3. So go to your calculator and find your log key, log, and that's a log base 10. And we're going to do log of 5, close the parentheses, divided by the log of 3. Close the parentheses, hit enter, and that gives us our x. And we're going to go ahead and round that to 1.46. I'm just using 2 decimal places, but you want to see what Course Compass wants you to leave it as. All right, we're going to check this. And the check would be that if we substitute 1.46 into our exponent, that we would get 5. So we are going to use the caret symbol to raise to the power. So we're going to take the base, use the caret, and then here's a neat little trick. Since we want the exponent that we have above, the 1.46, we're going to use that answer key that's in the lower right hand corner. So second answer. And when I hit enter, you see that we get our original 5. Okay, let's look at the next one. Again, our exponent has our variable. So the base is the 1.25. The answer or number is 7. And the exponent is our variable x. Okay, as soon as you saw the exponent had the variable, you knew you needed a log. So log of the base, and our base is 1.5, so log base 1.25 of the answer, which is 7, equals x. Now again, our calculator doesn't have a log base 1.25 key, so we do a change of base. We write log of 7 divided by log of 1.25 equals to x. And then we're going to come over to our calculator, use the log key. Log 7 divided by log 1.25, parentheses, and hit enter. And there's our answer for x. X is about 8.72. And then we're going to check that by substituting using our answer key. So 1.25 is the base, 1.25, and then we're going to use that caret key, and we're going to raise that to our answer above. So notice how we use that second answer key, and when you hit enter, there's your 7 back. So that checks. In this example, the base has the variable, so the base equals x. The exponent is 2, and the answer is 7. So we want to find what number do we square to get 7. Now when the variable is the base, when the variable is the base we're using in the problem, then you're going to use a radical. Not a log, but a radical. So we're going to take the square root of x squared and the square root of 7. We're going to take the square root of both sides. And that's because we know that the square root of x squared is just x. And then to find the square root of 7, go back to your calculator, and there's a square root key, a little blue square root key. And we just type in square root 7, enter, and there is our answer, about 2.65. And we're going to check that by squaring our answer and seeing if we get 7. So in our calculator, again, we're going to use that blue second key and the answer key. So second, answer, then our square key over on the left-hand side, squared, and hit enter, and sure enough, there's our 7. All right, let's look at our next problem. This problem again has the variable at the base as the base, so base is x, but this time our exponent is 3 and our answer is 5. So we want x cubed equals to 5. So what number do we cube to get 5? Now because our our variable is in the base, we're going to use a radical, and this time we're going to use a cube root. Since we're cubing, we'll use a cube root. So we're going to cube root both sides. Take the cube root of x to the third, and then we're going to take the cube root of 5. So do it to both sides. The cube root of x to the third is just x. And now to find the cube root of 5, we're going to use our calculator. But we need to use a rational exponent. So a cube root can be rewritten as an exponent of 1/3, a fraction, 1/3. So every time you see these fractional exponents, you know you're going to do some sort of radical. Okay, so 5 to the 1/3. So we're going to come over here and use that caret symbol. So 5, use the caret. Now put a parentheses because you want your 1/3 to stay together. And then hit enter. And there's your cube root of 5. So it's about 1.71. And again, we're going to check. We're going to use, remember this is x, so we're going to use it as a base. So we're going to do our little answer key again. So second, answer. This time we need a cube, so we're going to use the caret. And then exponent is 3, and hit enter. And we should have, and yes, here it is, our original 5.